So come on into the studio here and let's find our flow. Let things go. Find our peace in place in our mind space. Let our arms just gently drift down beside us. Let the crown of our head pull up. Let everything below us relax. A breath in through the nose and out through the lips. Like we're blowing out a candle, celebrating this moment in time for ourselves. A little bend to your knees, if you will, please, sinking down slightly. And we rise up like pulling through the crown of our head. We sink back down again with an exhale. This time, as we rise, our hands rise to the palms, facing ourselves to our heart. We lift, letting go. I invite you to move slow, whatever your slow is. In the beginning, it's a bit challenging. My teacher told me 3 times in one practice, slow down. Exhale, sinking down. Now this time, as the arms sink down, I invite you to open up, finding that movement that brings an ah sensation to you. As we exchange this energy hug, all for one, one for all. Sinking down, letting go, drawing into our mind space as we open up again and give a hug to all those important people that bring us connection, a smile, and for ourselves, saying some good things about you. 6 or 7, a half a dozen or a dozen. As we lift ourselves up in the world, lift our arms above our head or just up, right? It's just an arbitrary direction. But let this energy that we're focusing on calming and healing transform us from any tension that we currently feel to let it just melt like a candle. One more time, we reach up to the stars. We lengthen our spine, our mind, our breath. As our hands sink down, they'll pause just below your belly button where your belt buckle would be, or maybe is. With that, I invite you to become still as a stone. Pause from movement. Feel on the inside, just those few breaths, what they created inside of you. Our hands sink down. Let your arms become heavy like they're drapery. Let our body gently shift from one side to the other side. Feel, sink, root the foot into the ground like they're sinking into the sand and meeting each other. As we pour the weight to this side, our other leg is going to take your step to me. It's your step. The same steps you use to get where you are, we'll step back. If we're seated, we just extend the heel to the floor so the toe can plant down. We lean into the other side, take our step forward here. Now let's do that 2 more times. To keep it easy for how our breath should be, in is inhale, stepping out is exhale. A little bend to the knee, please. Now stay with me here. Pour all the weight into this side. The other foot steps forward. We're going to leave that foot forward. Let your hands come up, and we're going to push the mountain. And then pull up, we're rowing a boat or playing a beautiful song. In the ancient practice of Taichi, we focus on song. So in English, this is to extend the joints. Not just in the movement of the arms, but the entirety of you is lengthening, letting go of tension with each breath out and breath in. One more time this side. As your hands float back in, we'll step back into place. Ankles under hips, or if we're seated, ankles under knees, and our other step goes out. Same movement. Push the mountain. Let the wrists turn off. Floating back gentle-like. The fingers float up like a wave coming in from the beach. Just to rescend, to draw back in. Exhale. Now, as we step back into place, turn the palms of your hands towards your heart. Focus this energy, this focus of spirit and soul, into our mental energy. to our emotional energy. And we feel through the body our physical energy from these movements. Take a wonderful breath in as we lengthen the spine. Exhale, the hands open up. And let this hand sink down to your belly button. And the other one just there at the collarbone. Embrace the full moon. Let our arms open up like a beautiful eagle's wings. The hand that went up goes down. So this hand goes down. Let's do that one more time each side. Find the flow that fits our body best. Only moving in a range of motion that brings the ah to the body. No ow. One more time. Now the arm that descends, leave it there. Pour the weight into the upper hand side. Let the bottom hand, that leg, step forward. And the wild goose flies away. So plant the toe, hinge the knee, and the bottom hand reaches up to the height of your shoulder, and then the top hand reaches behind. Let the bottom hand swing like a giant swing set. Remember those when we were kids? Who dared to jump off at the highest part? Now just swing back and hold the moon. It doesn't matter which hand goes to the collarbone, as long as the one that's up goes down, the one that's down goes up. And open up your wings. The bottom hand swings up again. There's a beautiful breath in right there. Exhale, rolling back, holding on to your moon. One more time this side. Extend your wings, the wild goose that flies away. Beautiful. Now the bottom arm floats up. Turn the palms of your hands to me. Let your elbows sink to your ribs. We step back into place and let your arms be like windshield wipers. There we go. Now the hands float down like you're at a luau, right? Let's do this one time each side. The waist is going to turn the hands across. We float up with a breath in and sink back down. Maybe you've been at a luau, friends and families, lifting your spirit and soul. This time the hands roll back. We embrace the moon. So the hand that's furthest away goes to the belly button. So that way the bottom hand is the foot that steps to me. Here we go. Toe comes down, we bend our knee and open up your wings. The wild goose flies away. Let both hands float up to meet each other. Drifting back down, embrace the moon. Opening the arms like we're flying to the sun. Exhale. One more time. Beautiful. In our mind space, we're creating that place. Maybe we're flying over the mountains here behind me. Last time is here. Now, let the bottom hand swing up. Pull across, the same way we get over here. Windshield wiper arms. It's called warding off, to push something away. We step back into place. Let the arms sink down. You feel how the weight naturally descends to the other side? Put all the weight into that leg. We're going to lift our heel and raise our hands. We've got a question with a little bend to the elbow right here. Let everything on that side sink down. Same movement on the other side. Bend the elbow, lift the heel. The rooster crows on one leg at the sign of the morning dawn. Sinking back down. Find where your balance is. Seated, we just lift our heel. Standing, you can just lift the heel. Or you can bring the foot up just enough that it comes off the floor. That's a single leg, yeah? That's the rooster crowing on one leg. Waking up us for the day. A breath in. Exhale. The other arm is just hanging out, not doing much of anything. One more here, please. Let the arms sink down. Lift the feet. Remember our 9 points of contact? Root into the earth and fly away. One more time with me. This is the Colorado Mountains behind me. So maybe you're at the mountains, maybe you're at the hill, the river just behind me. But let's open up our arms, lengthen up to the sky. And here, my friends, I invite you to think about those people, places, things, thoughts, and ideas that bring you health, healing, hope. hope and happiness, to our minds, our mental energy, into our hearts, our emotional energy, and into our bodies, our physical energy. Draw it in, sink it down, let it infuse all of who and what you are to your atomic level. And with that, I thank you